Hi, I'm Mandy Carpenter. I am an entrepreneur. I'm also a stay-at-home mom of 3 girls. I started my own business in November of 2015. In addition to that, I am a wife. I am a college dropout. um, I've had a few different careers. I was in real estate for a little bit. I was a research analyst for a mutual fund company. I've done a lot of like analytical type work. And then in 2015, I started an Amazon business. I've been growing pretty consistently. And then last year, I also started coaching people. So I've taught about 35 people how to start their own Amazon business. And I've seen quite a bit of growth in that group actually, so that is exciting. In addition to that, I don't know. I want to eventually maybe start a brick and mortar store. I'm not really sure the direction quite yet. And after I talked with Daryl, last night he was actually a part of a bigger coaching program that I am part of. He was a guest speaker, and he asked for volunteers, so I was the volunteer that went through an exercise with him. And I was blown away. So originally I was a little bit skeptical. I'm not, I love mindset things and I love like growing, and I did high performance coaching last year, as well as hiring an Amazon specific coach for my business to really help me grow. And so when I read about Daryl and listened to a few of his testimonials, I was excited. Like, I love mindset and really just like developing, but I was a little bit skeptical too, because I'm like, what does it mean to really have like these money blocks? And if I'm seeing growth, like, am I still experiencing those? I wasn't really sure. So when we went through the exercise, we focused a lot on like my childhood and being raised by an alcoholic and being raised very extremely low class actually. Financially, we were like very low class neighborhoods, and I grew up with a mom who struggled with addiction, so that was always like in the back of my mind. And then if we fast forward to my early 20s, after going through the exercise, realized that I made a lot of really poor decisions, a lot of like self-sabotaging. I actually went through a divorce very young, and as soon as things were good financially, I completely destroyed everything, if I'm honest. And to kind of see that on the spreadsheet and see kind of like how my emotions about money had such a huge impact, and how even now, up until like yesterday, I would get money, and then apart from like paying bills and buying necessities, I would always like give money away because I just didn't feel like, I don't know, like that I deserved it, or that I knew what to do with it, or that it was going to be a good thing for me. But after going through the exercise, I really learned, I learned a lot about my mindset and why I feel the way that I do about money, for sure. So that was extremely eye-opening. And then in addition to that, I really feel like what Daryl does is, it's not really like anything I've seen before. So we were able to kind of figure out why I feel the way I do, and then we were able to see like how we can switch that. So in an hour and a half to 2 hours, basically what happened was we went from seeing where I was coming from to where I could be in the next year or 3 years, and just having like an abundance mindset, and just even the way that I word my things, like taking certain words out of my vocabulary, like can't, or if or when, or, you know, like different words that are just saying that I'm not there yet, and then replacing them with like positive words, and then just having like a vision for the future. So where am I going to be in 3 years? Well, I believe 100% that I'm going to be debt-free. I'm going to be renting out my house to someone who actually needs a house and can't afford one. And then we will, as a family, be living in a different house with our children and my husband. So I feel like I have really big dreams. And as far as my business goes, I believe that I'm completely capable of exceeding my goals of, you know, $250,000 in sales. I think that I'm going to be seeing a lot of growth over the next month and 2 months and 6 months. And I really do think 100% it has a lot to do with just realizing like what is blocking me and what are the thoughts that are in my head that are not allowing me to move forward. So if you're in this place and you feel like you have the intelligence and you have the coaching and you have all these things in place and you're really committed and making things happen and you're just not getting there, and every time you feel like you're going forward you just keep moving backwards, I would encourage you to look into this and find out what is blocking you. And sometimes I'm like, it sounds a little bit new agey even to me, but I do believe that your mind is like so powerful and your subconscious is going to stop you when you start moving forward and you just keep having these negative thoughts. I believe that like 100%. And I am a huge fan, and I think that Daryl definitely has a gift and he knows what he's doing, and he's able to really influence and encourage, and I don't know, like I just felt like he was on my side, and I think that he's really good at what he does, and he definitely has a gift. So I would encourage you, if you're watching this, then you're already considering it, to go a step further and just check it out. And good luck. I am sure that you will do what's best for you in your future. Bye.